Hi, I'm Molly and welcome to Dirty Moms Yoga. Class today is going to be based around shifting focus. And what your shifting focus means to you might be different than what mine means to me. So right now our weather is shifting focus. We just had fall equinox. Our country is about to shift into a different focus as well. And a lot of times our focus is spent outward, focusing on other people, focusing on doing things for others. Well, sometimes we need to shift that focus and bring it into ourselves. When we do that, we tend to feel happier, feel calmer, feel better because we're taking care of ourselves. It's the long word of, or the long phrase of, you can't take care of other people if you're not taking care of yourself. So, shifting focus today, I also am going to set a challenge where if you are primarily dominant on the right side, try starting everything on the left side. So I normally sit in my easy seated position with my right leg in front. So I'm going to shift my focus today and just see how it feels for myself internally to have my left foot in front. So I challenge you to try that today. Try shifting your focus not only internally, but challenge yourself physically as well and see how that feels. And if it doesn't feel right, go back to your normal ways. But just give it a try. Why not? Today I'm sitting on a pillow, and I do have just one block that I'm going to keep nearby as well. So find a nice comfortable place. Go ahead and make sure you subscribe, like, and share, and make sure you leave comments below. I'd be very curious to how your shifting focus helped you, or maybe it was very awkward. But otherwise, let's just start. So find a nice, easy, comfortable seated position. You can move the fleshy parts of your tush out of the way, feeling those sitting bones really grounding down into the earth. Feel the length out of your spine, out of the crown of your head, floating up to the heavens above. Hands are just nice and gentle, resting on your knees or maybe in your lap. You can choose any yoga mudra you would like if you're somebody who's into that. But otherwise, just take a nice big deep breath in, fill up the lungs, and exhale and empty them out. Start internalizing or focusing on your shift. What that means for you. So our conscious breathing, our pranayama, is really going to be meditative today, focusing on shifting that focus. If this is something new for you, an easy guide would be feel the subtle shifts in your body. The subtle blinking of your eyes, maybe while they're closed. The shifts in your body or the movement. Maybe how your body responds to outside forces. How your body responds to the air on your skin. A car driving by. No matter how you are trying to internalize your focus, stick with it. Deepening your breath and fully exhaling. Throughout class today, remind yourself of that shifting focus, whether it's a physical shift in your body or an internal shift, a mental shift. Let that guide you throughout class today. One more big deep breath in, fill the lungs, and fully exhale. So one more time. Inhale as much oxygen as you can, and exhale fully. Slowly blink your eyes open. Bring the soles of your feet together for Baddha Konasana, or bound angle. Flex those toes back, really pushing the ball mounts of your feet into each other, allowing your knees to gradually fall open to the side. If this is uncomfortable for you, add height underneath your pelvis and allow your knees just to fall. Take a deep breath in and exhale. There is music playing. I think Alexa heard me. Alexa, off. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to continue because why not? Bind your soles together. Take a big, deep breath in. Allow those knees to fall open. Exhale, forward fold. Hey, we've always talked about Dirty Moms Yoga is real, right? Things are as is. Maybe Alexa needed to shift her focus today. Feel length out of the spine. Feel the crown of the head really lengthening out. Your neck is an extension of your spine, so don't allow your head to drop down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and slowly forward fold over those feet. Allow those knees to fall down. You feel a nice stretch in those hips, maybe even the inner thighs, those adductors. Another deep breath in. Exhale. Go ahead and release everything over your feet, dropping your head down. Only go as far as is comfortable for you. I am still seated on top of height. That does help open up the hip flexors a little bit. One more deep breath in. Oh, this feels so good. Little butterfly pose. Slowly walk yourself back up. Find nice height out of the spine again. And inhale, really arch that back. Look up to the sky. A modified cat-cow. And curve that spine. Really draw the navel behind you. Curl into yourself. Exhale deeply. Inhale, look up. Allow the pelvis to follow you. And exhale, curl on in. Take a moment, just take a few rounds on yourself, on your own, and just see what feels good. If one feels great, maybe hold there for a little bit. I am holding on to my ankles. What I have noticed just by doing this is I feel a nice openness in between my shoulder blades. And then I can pull with those hands and really open up the chest to the sky. Really warming up the spine. Go as fast or as slow as you'd like. You can even do a side cat-cow, a little twisting. And make it dynamic as well. Twisting over one leg, looking behind you, and then the other. Take a couple, just opening up the spine, warming up the body. In any direction you'd like to do, kind of a twisting cat-cow, or you're just doing a nice regular modified cat-cow. So finish one side and make sure you finish the other. Come back into a neutral position and open up your legs for a nice wide angled. Flex those toes back, lift those kneecaps up, feel the height out of the spine. Take a deep breath in, exhale, and forward fold, walk your hands forward. I am still on height. So if you have tight hamstrings or tight hip flexors, or you feel like a nice rounding in your back that's not comfortable, add height under your pelvis. If this is still uncomfortable for you after adding height, feel free to bend those knees. Take a deep breath in, exhale, and see if you can go a little bit deeper, taking your time, still just warming up those muscles, waking them up. Slowly walk yourself back up. Go ahead and shift on over. Move that pillow out of the way. Don't think I need you. I'm going to throw you up there. Find yourself on your knees. If you need padding under your knees, you can take a towel or a blanket, roll them up. Otherwise, find your knees right underneath your hips. Kick that. Ooh, we're going to do opposite, right? So we're going to kick the right leg out this time. And I'm going to point my toes forward because that feels a nice stretch on the side of my calf. Otherwise, you can allow your toes just to come naturally out of the normal alignment. Feel length, really lift up the pubic bone, drop the tailbone down. Inhale those arms up overhead. Exhale and bend on over towards that straight leg. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, bend back over. Inhale, back up. Exhale, back over. Inhale, both arms up overhead and go on over towards the left side, feeling a nice length out of the right side body. Really, I'm exaggerating my hips, lifting up towards the ceiling. Little pause here. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, come back over towards that straight leg gate pose. Nice static stretch. Feel the length out of the left side body this time. Still lifting up out of that pubic bone, dropping that tailbone down, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. My hand is placed on my shin or above my knee, never on my knee. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Inhale, come back up to center and switch sides. So I'm kicking out my left foot this time, and I'm pointing my toes nice and forward, parallel to the front. That's an option for you. Or you can just allow your toes to come naturally to the side. No matter what, you're going to draw that pubic bone up, drop that tailbone down. Inhale the arms up overhead, and exhale forward or side fold, side bend over that left leg. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, bend on over. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, come back over. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, come on down, side bend over to the right. If you're not able to reach the floor, place a couple blocks underneath your hand. Really lift up that hip, that left hip up towards the sky. Left arm is nice and gentle over your ear. Take a deep breath in. And just enjoy that stretch on the side body. Engaging that core. One more deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, both arms up overhead. And exhale back over towards that left side, gate pose. Again, not placing my hand on top of my knee, either above or below. Lifting up that pubic bone, feeling a nice stretch on the right side body. Draw the right shoulder away from your ear. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, plant that knee back down. Come into a tabletop position. Tuck those toes under and lift up your pelvis up and back, pushing yourself into downward facing dog. Bend those knees nice and deeply. Take a deep breath in, close those eyes, and bring yourself back into your shifting focus. Feel the subtle shifts in your body and in your mind. Drop one heel down and then the other, warming up the ankles, stretching the calves and the Achilles. Take a walk back and forth, opening them up, backs of the legs. Inhale, come up high on those toes, look between your hands, and step your feet to your hands for a forward fold. Bend those knees nice and deeply. To keep the low back open, feet can be hip width distance apart. Allow the head to fall. You can grab either elbow and sway back and forth. I like this sway. It feels really good. Everything feels good today. I'm tight. How's your body feeling? Hopefully it's feeling better after doing all this yoga. Come back to a nice neutral position. Bend those knees deeply. Release those arms and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, stacking them on top of each other. Head is the last thing to come up. Roll those shoulders up towards your ears and bring them back down. And open up the palms to the front of your mat. Tadasana, mountain pose. Lift up all toes off the mat. Feel the ball points into the floor. And allow your toes to relax back down. Lift up those shin bones. Lift up those kneecaps, engaging those quads. Lift up that pubic bone. Drop that tailbone down. Soften the rib cage as you draw that navel in and up. Draw the shoulders away from your ears and lift the crown towards the sky. Inhale, arms up overhead, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold, nice and slow. Add blocks underneath your hands if your hands cannot reach the floor or if it's uncomfortable for you. Feel free to bend your knees. Press into your blocks or your shins, come half up, squeezing those shoulder blades together, opening up the collarbones. Feel the length out of the spine from the crown of the head to the base of the tailbone. Take a deep breath in and exhale, forward fold. Allow the head to fall nice and long. Inhale, come back up, upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, allow the head to fall deeper towards the earth. Push into your blocks or your shins. Come half up. Nice flat back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, opening up the collarbones, and feel the nice length in between each vertebrae as you reach the tailbone behind you and the crown in front of you. Deep breath in. Draw that navel in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. Speeding up now. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come half up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. Vinyasa, flow. Connecting breath with movement. Again, inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come half up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. Close those eyes. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half up. Exhale, forward fold and plant your hands. Step the left foot back or the right foot. Switch the sides of what you normally would do. Really suction cup those hands to your mat. Draw the navel in and up. Reach those heels behind you and your head in front of you. Rotate those biceps around. Drop those knees behind your pelvis for a nice diagonal. Tuck those elbows in and slowly lower yourself down. Untuck those feet. Draw the shoulders away from your ears and down your back to push up to a nice cobra. Come up as high as comfortable, pressing the pubic bone into the mat. That will protect your low spine. Take your hands and pull your chest through your shoulders. Inhale, exhale, come on down, tuck those toes. Push yourself through tabletop position into a downward facing dog. Drop those heels down. Relift that sacrum to the sky. Feel free to bend those knees, place your hands on blocks. But try to find that length out of your spine. Feel a nice stretch in the hamstrings and the calves. Deep breath in, exhale, drop those heels down even further. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale and draw the knee to your nose. Step the foot between your hands. Shift that right heel down. How should I say this? Blah, blah, blah. The right toes are pointing up towards the front corner edge of your mat. Slowly walk yourself up or going into Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Open up the chest to the long edge of your mat. Take a glance down and check out your stance. Shifting focus. If you are somebody who has issues with balance, take that front leg and move it out. Open your stance. Really ground down into those feet. Hug those inner thighs in and up. Draw that pubic bone up. Arms come out to the side and you're looking over your front hand. Bend deeply into that left knee. Make sure that left knee does not go beyond your toes. We're keeping an eye on our knees today. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, soften your ribs. One more deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze those inner thighs together. Flip the left hand up so the palm is kissing the ceiling. And inhale and reach up and over, reverse warrior. Right hand can rest gently on that shin or the thigh, or you can tuck it behind your back as well. Looking up into the elbow pit, really rotating the palm down towards the mat. I'm still squeezing my inner thighs together and softening my ribs. Kind of similar to gate pose. Deep breath in. Exhale. How does this shift feel for you? One more deep breath in. Exhale and cartwheel those hands back down to the mat. Plant those hands, step back into plank, drop your knees, and either go into a cat-cow, down dog, or go through your vinyasa, hugging the elbows in, slowly lowering down, untuck those toes, pulling yourself up to cobra. Exhale down and push yourself through table into downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, drop those heels down. I want you to take the vinyasa of your choice, so I'm giving you options. If you don't like a full flow on your vinyasa, take cat-cow or just go into downward facing dog. If at any point you need rest, just go into child's pose. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, draw the knee to your nose and plant your foot between your hands. Drop that back heel down. Check those left toes. We're working our way to pointing up towards the left edge of your mat, left corner. Rotate those hands up. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Reach those hands out long. Squeeze those inner thighs in and up. Really root down into those feet, especially the back knife edge of the foot. Engage those knees. How you guys doing? Deep breath in. Exhale, bend deeply in that right leg. Gaze and look over that right hand. Lift the pubic bone up and soften your ribs. Again, if balance is an issue, open up your stance. Don't be afraid to shift your thought. Flip the right palm up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Reach the hand up and over and reverse your warrior. You can tuck that left hand behind you or gently place it either on your shin or your thigh, never on your knee. Look on up towards that elbow pit. Continue to squeeze those inner thighs together. Shifting focus. What does that mean for you? Really drop that tailbone down. Really engage that core. Soften your ribs. Deep breath in. And exhale. One more deep breath in. And exhale, cartwheel those hands down to your mat. Plant your hands. Step back into a plank pose. Drop those knees or vinyasa flow of your choice. Gonna go through fully. Coming up into a cobra. Exhaling down and pushing myself through table into a downward facing dog. Drop those heels down. Deep breath in. Rotate those biceps next to your ears. Lift that sacrum high. And now come high up on the toes. Look between your hands and step your feet to your hands for forward fold. Inhale, come half up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. Close those eyes. Just a deep breath in. And a full exhale. Linking our breath to our movement, we're going to speed up just a little bit. Do the best you can because you're amazing. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come half up. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands. Step the opposite foot back into a high plank. Drop those knees and hug the elbows in. Slowly lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, come down. Push through tabletop into a downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, drop those heels down. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, draw the knee in. Plant that foot between your hands. Rotate that heel down and come on up for Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Soften those ribs. Make sure your shoulders are over your pelvis. Gaze over the right fingers. Really hug that navel in and up and squeeze those inner thighs together. Deep breath in. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper into that front knee. One more inhale and exhale. Inhale, flip that palm. Reach up and over for reverse warrior. Draw the shoulder away from your ear, looking up towards that elbow pit. Soften your ribs and continue squeezing those inner thighs together. My right palm is facing down towards the mat. One more inhale. Exhale. Cartwheel those hands down to the mat. Plant your hands. Step back into a plank pose. Vinyasa of your choice. Inhale, I'm going through Cobra. I'm doing a full vinyasa for myself. Exhale, pushing through tabletop into downward facing dog. Inhale, drop those heels down on your exhale. Other side, inhale, left leg. Exhale, draw the knee, step the foot between your hands. Rotate that back heel down, work your way up to warrior two. Keep those shoulders over your pelvis. Hands are coming out, reaching the fingertips away from each other as you're squeezing those inner thighs together. Check down that left knee just to make sure. Over the ankle, never in, out, or over those toes. Draw the navel in and up. Look over that front hand. Flip that palm. Inhale, reach up and over, reverse warrior. Draw the left shoulder away from your ear and look on up towards that elbow pit. Continue squeezing those inner thighs together. Draw that navel in and up and soften your ribs. Keep breathing, deep breath in, fully exhale. One more inhale. Exhale and cartwheel those hands down. Vinyasa of your choice, stepping back into a high plank and coming on down to your mat, either through Cobra. You can go into child's pose. You can do cat-cow. You can just always meet us in down dog. So many options. Always give yourself permission to try something new. Rotate those biceps next to your ears. Really suction cup those hands to your mat. Drop those heels down. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, come high on those toes. Exhale and drop those knees to your mat. Allow the big toes to touch and come on back for a child's pose. Now the hands to rest. Feel your breath slowing down. Slowly come on up into a tabletop position. Shift yourself around onto your butt. And if you do have a block nearby, this is just an option. We're going to go to Setu Bandha or bridge pose. So coming on down to your back. Allow the heels to come close to your pelvis. And you can even reach down and see if you can brush your fingertips to your heels. Take a glance and make sure your knees are in line with your pelvis. And this is where that block can come in handy. So a lot of times when we go into bridge pose, our knees come in or our knees go out. Taking that block long ways, squeeze it between those inner thighs. That's going to help keep your alignment. Wiggle those shoulder blades underneath yourself, opening up your chest to the sky. You're going to press into your feet nice and deeply, lifting the pubic bone up, and you're pushing so hard on your feet, you're going to come up. Hands are going to come up over with you, so they come up over your head. From here, take a moment and see how your low back feels. Release the tush, your mangoes, as the teacher used to say to us, and really lift that pubic bone up towards the sky. That should open up your low back. Squeeze that block. Take a deep breath in, exhale, and slowly lower down. Again, you're going to curl the pubic bone up, push into those feet, and push up into Setu Bandha. Release your mangoes. Really lift that pubic bone up towards the ceiling. Exhale and come on down. One more time. Inhale up. Squeeze that block. Release those mangoes. Lift that pubic bone. Draw that navel in. Exhale, come on down. You can continue with that dynamic movement. You can even rest if you'd like. From here, just open up the feet to the edges of your mat, just to give your low back a nice rest. Knees are touching. I'm still just gently allowing a little squeeze into my block. Slowly heel toe yourself back in. Recheck your alignment. Brush those fingertips to your heels best you can. Squeeze that block, and you're going to wiggle those shoulders underneath your back, clasping the hands behind your back, pressing the edges of your pinkies into the mat. And then you're going to lift up, just like you did before, lifting the pubic bone up to the ceiling, pressing into the foot for Setu Bandha. The neck is nice and relaxed. Chin is gently tucked. Really lift that pubic bone to the ceiling. Release those mangoes. That's hard for me. Anybody else have a hard time doing that? When you release those mangoes, you really feel the push in the feet and those hamstrings engage. I also feel like it releases my low back. Take a deep breath in. Slowly exhale and slowly roll down. You can undo your hands. Allow your feet to open up to the edges of the mat and allow your knees to come together. You can take the block out if you'd like. Deep breath in, relax the low back. Relax the legs, just let the knees fall together. From here, hug your knees into your chest. Rocking back and forth. Take the soles of the feet and point them up to the sky and bend your knees into your armpits. Happy baby. So you can either grab behind your knees and pull them in this way. If you can reach the sides of your pinky side of your foot, you can grab that and pull down. You can either take the two fingers, probably using this camera because that one's not going to be nice. Grab those big toes and hug those knees down towards the floor. Open up the chest by gently pressing the shoulder blades into the floor. Allow your sacrum to fall down. Happy baby, you can rock just like a happy baby. Nice stretch in those inner thighs, allowing them to open up after those warriors. Deep breath in and exhale. Release the feet. Allow those knees to come back into your chest. Give yourself a nice little hug, rolling up. And slowly unwind yourself, opening up into Shavasana. Feel free to roll up a towel or a blanket underneath your knees. Palms face up. It's getting chilly around here, so feel free to cover yourself with a blanket. Just find a nice, comfortable position where you can rest and relax. Allow the breath to come naturally. How is that focus, that shifting focus for you? Is your shifting focus something that you can continue off your mat? What does your shift mean to you? What does it feel like? Hopefully it makes you feel warm, grounded, comforted, loved. Maybe if it's a physical shift for you, you feel the strength, the power that your body can give you. Take one more big deep breath in and exhale. Wiggle those fingers, wiggle those toes, roll the ankles and the wrists. Slowly walk those heels back towards your pelvis and hug those knees in one more time. Roll on over to one side or the other. Allowing yourself to curl into yourself into a fetal pose. With the strength of your top arm, push you up halfway. The bottom arm helps you push up the rest of the way. And find yourself in a nice, easy, comfortable seated position. Eyes are still closed. Bring your hands to heart center. Feel length out of the spine with a slight bow to your chin. Take a big, deep breath in. And exhale. The light in me honors the light in all of you. You dirty yogas are freaking amazing. Thank you for all your support, your kind words, your love. And with that, I say namaste.